HP Mindframe headphones. Now these are quite a good looking pair of cans that we're going to be testing out with Fortnite and PUBG. And the reason we're going to be testing these out on PUBG and Fortnite is because Fortnite is one of the most played games and so is PUBG. But PUBG has more dramatic sounds and this has 7.1 surround sound. So we want to be testing it to see if we're going to get a wide sound stage when we're listening with these. Also, these are feeling a bit warm on the left-hand cup of these cans, and it says that it's got air cooling inside these in-ear cups, and it's pretty nuts. It looks like it's got 40mm drivers, but we'll check this all out. But we've got a self-expanding band to make it comfortable on your head, and obviously, if you sweat a lot or you get really hot, this is what this technology is meant to be. It's meant to be thermoelectrostatic or something like that. We'll check that out as well. And it's meant to keep it nice and cool in your ears and round the side of your ears, obviously, so you can concentrate on winning the game. And also, it's got RGB, which is customizable through this software, which is on here right now. And it's got an advanced mode, and you can change colors, make it brighter and lower. We're going to definitely test that out. Don't forget the microphone. We've got a microphone here. At the moment, it's on mute, and then the light goes off, and it's kind of ready to talk. And then we've got this thumb volume control here, and it's like a metal round ball that's in there. It's not really like a ball, it's kind of like a ball. And it's like really grippy, so if you've got sweaty hands, then yeah, you're gonna be able to do this, no problem. So let's check it out. I think we're gonna check out the actual gameplay first, so I can get a good like wide sound stage, check out the bass, check out the treble, check out the highs, check out if there's decent 7.1 surround sound, and check it out after a while to see if it's going to actually cool my ears. Let's go. Are you hiding somewhere in the building? How does this microphone sound like to you? How does this microphone sound like to you? Does it sound good? What would you rate it? 10 being really good, 1 being really bad? What, 10 being good or 1 being really bad? 10 you mean, 10 really good, 1 really bad. That's good then, that's good. Oh, wow. Okay, I've been killed. These are the weirdest headphones ever. Sound quality's okay. The sound quality's not bad whatsoever. I even forgot that it's got a recording system in. I just put them on my ears and I was playing and I totally forgot that I even had them on my head. And they do weigh quite a bit. But you can tell, definitely tell by the quality of them, they definitely are decent with the technology in it. But it's kind of a bit plasticky and a bit flat. But I'm guessing that's the, like, obviously save on cost for the weight. Because the weight, if it was all metal, it's going to be different. Now these are quite warm on the ear cups, but it's so weird because it didn't feel weird at all on my head or on my ears. It does feel that it's got a bit of compression on the side of the neck and the head there. The highs and the trebles, I played it 100%, really, really freaking loud. When you're playing PUBG, you feel like you're actually getting shot, and it does like freak you out when you don't know where the shots are coming from. I could hear footsteps all north, south, east and west, above me, down below. I could hear all the grass moving, the mud, everything. It was really enhanced and felt really nice. The volume control's a bit buggy though in my eyes. When I was actually using the volume, which I'll show you now on the screen. So that's me going down really quickly on volume, and as you can see on that screen, it doesn't pick it up really quickly. If I go really slow, you can see that it's not really picking it up properly. It's like it's missing it. And I'm not even at 100% yet. Now I'm at 100%. So if I want to do this really quickly, like now, I want to get to 0% really quick. I'm at 0. 100. I'm at 100. But as you can see, if I keep moving it, you can see it's moving between 98 and 100. And I'm only going up in one sort of place, which is really weird. Anyway, let's check out the animation. So we've got animation, which is color shift, which is going now through different colors of the rainbow spectrum. So if I go down to static, there you go. Has static colors, so I can have my favorite color, orange. And it should just stay on orange if it's, no, it's on color shift at the moment, isn't it? Static, that's the one. So I can mess around with the colors and it should be red, I think. Yep. And then I can make the brightness brighter. So apply. So we've got red, then we've got orange. Yeah, so you've got all the different spectrum of colors that you want to choose, and then apply, and then you've got your color. Then we go to the advanced, and it's got like hue, so I can actually get white. So when I put the brightness up, it's stating that it's going to be white, and if I scroll down, it's going through different colors of the brightness when it's on green. So if I put it on red, what happens then? So basically, it's a bit weird. You go to brightness halfway, and then you try and go a little bit more brighter, and then it turns white. I really don't get that, or off tinge green. So if I do blue, I'm sure that's going to do that as well. Yeah. I really don't understand that. That's a bit weird. But you can turn them off if you don't like them, and then they're off. But it's a nice little thing to have. So color shift just color shifts for the color, and then we've got audio as well. So if I hit apply, I'm guessing whenever I'm playing music or something like that, it will change color. So let's see if YouTube does it. Yes. So when I'm talking, it's just changing colours to the audio. That's pretty cool, I like that. Yeah, so the cooling I had on full power. Didn't even realise, I never checked the app, I went straight into it. I'm guessing if it's winter and it's colder, you can put it on low and warm up your ears. It does feel like it's got a little warmth. You know, like when your phone is like really warm. It feels like that on the ear cups. I've never ever experienced that on headphones ever. It's weird. The pads are really nice and comfortable on the head, and I like the fact that you just put it on your head and it kind of just rests on there. Now I'm just thinking how long this would last for, because it is quite plasticky on here, and it's kind of like it's on an elastic band, so how long the elastic band's going to last to go like put it on your head, because it's like it rests on your head, and it's like the weight of it just kind of takes it away and puts it on this soft like leather or fake fox sort of material on top of your head. It's got this material as well, which it just feels nice and veloury. It just feels nice. The drivers are quite loud. They're not super loud, but it's okay. I have noticed that with the RGBs on the side here, with the cable, if you got it red, it actually looks like nearly enough color science to the red cable and the red light on there. It's like pretty amazing. But as you know, Omen's red, so they're going to get their red down to a T. And that's the way it is. There's no flex or no wiggle really that much with obviously putting it on your head like you do on other ear cups. There's no way of pulling this out as well to get the 3.5mm jack or 2.5mm jack in there. It's plugged in by USB 2, USB 2.0, and basically once you've downloaded the software, it's kind of, you do everything through here. But other than that, the sound's pretty decent, but there's a few flaws, like obviously it's plasticky for the price because it's like £190. It's got the technology that's built in there. The 7.1 surround sound sounds good, but it doesn't sound absolutely amazing for 7.1 surround sound. I've heard much better. But for comfort and how much weight it is, it does feel pretty comfortable. It's not too bad. It's got a little clamping force, but I would say probably about maybe 10%. You can't have the headphones just laying on your chest like so. So you're going to have it like that. So it kind of gets in your way. The microphone kind of gets in your way, but you can bend it out the way a little bit and the light doesn't come on at the end. So the light only comes on when you've got it on mute, but I just find it a little bit distracting because I can't bend it flat enough or out of the way of my sight. But it didn't really bother me as much because when I was testing out the game, it didn't really see it that much. But normally you do. Once you see it, then you kind of focused on that. So it's a little bit different. Now, the technology of keeping your ears cool, that's what you're kind of paying money for, that and the RGB, and mainly that is HP. And technically, it's a bit like Asus ROG. I think they've skimped out a little bit on the quality by putting plastic all over the place. But they made it lighter, but they could have put more decent, more expensive plastic on there. There's no way to pull and adjust to your head, so I guess this can fit the majority of people's heads, but it's still got a weird clamping force and it clamps downwards, like straight into your into your face. It's a bit weird, but other than that, I think if I was going to recommend these, I'll have to recommend these to people that don't care about weight as much, and making aesthetics as plasticky isn't enough. But if you like sweat a lot and everything like that, then I highly recommend it. For the sound's average for me. So I would say if you've got the money and you've got the whole system, you can do it for all aesthetics. It'll all match up through the software. But other than that, I think these are slightly a bit too expensive for what they are. Other than the technology in them, and they did work. They did keep my head and ears cool, which is really weird because I didn't even notice, but it does work. And I don't know why these keep warm. It's just weird. These are warm. But anyway, other than that, hope this video is in detail enough. If it was, subscribe, share, like, follow me on all social media platforms. Check out Roger's merch, which is my merch, maxed out, down below the screen. Anything in this video will be in the link in the description down below. If you want to purchase it, it gives us a little small kickback, and that's all good because it helps the channel grow, and I love all your faces. Anyway, all of you, go and have a nice day, and I'll see you next one. Thank you for watching. Roger and out. See you. Arrivederci. Don't let the door kick you or hit you on the way out. You know what I mean. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to game now. Bye.
Hello. So this is the test. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, anyway, so this is what it's like when I'm kind of speaking very normal with the microphone just out of the box, just straight onto my mouth and everything like that. I've got the window open as well on one side, so see if it picks up, make it a bit more authentic. So if I put this microphone a little bit closer to my mouth, out of the way, this is how it would normally sound. So, oh no, I've lost. Oh damn. Those will be the peaking version bits, and me kind of talking and actually have to use effort to speak. This will be me speaking right now. And yeah, just me talking at normal levels, or normal people talking at normal levels, normal between, what's this, -30, -27, -24. That'd be normal people speaking. Me, on the other hand, I'm speaking around -24, -21, -18, and yeah, no audio is going to be kind of adjusted or anything like so. It's just going to be just how it is raw from using software platform to obviously record this. So yeah, this is what it sounds like from the, what is it called, OMEN Mindframe Advanced Gaming Headset.